Let's play some hardball, as you would say. Brendan Summerhill in the box.
18 appearances on the year, half of which have been starts, half have been bullpen.
Star power at the top with Summerhill, Walton, and White. Sixth pitch to Summerhill, strikes him out. There's that curveball you were talking about, and it's a K with the breaking ball for Ethan Eberle with the Diamondbacks. This one comes inside and hits Aaron Walton. So Arizona's got a one-out base runner here in the top of the first. Another 3-2. This one hits White. So the true freshman Ethan Eberle has issued a couple of free passes here. A rope into left field, base hit Adonis Guzman. Aaron Walton gets waved around. Zion Rose's throw is cut. The Wildcats have the lead. Mason White is hung up between second and third. They run at him, tag him, and then nobody covering first to get Guzman. But the Wildcats have the lead in the first. And the junior third baseman, Maddox Mikalakis, who ropes one into right field, a base hit. What's this discussion about here, Ben?
I have no idea. Something about the ball, it looks like.
Maybe we just want some memorabilia?
Because the ball went right back in his bag, too. I thought for a second maybe it could have had a scuff on it or something. He's been really good. His 2 starts in the NCAA tournament.
1-2 pitch. Caulfield chops it into right field, a base hit. Guzman scores, and it is 2-0 Wildcats.
Boy, the Wildcats have done this a bunch in the NCAA tournament.
At the 7th spot in the DH, Andrew Kane, who fists one at Kamayu Neighbors, and the inning's over.
That's what he's done. He's been in that rotation the entire year, his true freshman year.
We check out the Louisville batting order. Eddie King Jr. is a senior, first time hitting leadoff since the end of April at Easton Breyfogle this year. But he strikes out looking. Backdoor breaking ball. Now in Omaha. In the air to left at Easton Breyfogle. And Smith Bailey was so excited to get to the mound, and we can see why.
And they had their chances, Arizona did.
This is pulled into left. Zion Rose can't get there. And Tommy Splain dumps one in. On the ground towards second. Kamayu Neighbors with the flip to Alisea for 2. That here. Rose got a good jump and makes the diving catch. This inning is the son of Ben Davis. Jake Monroe lines one into center, coached by our colleague Mike Rooney. Eddie King Jr. lines one into left, and a couple of quick hits.
Bumped into them. There he is right there. Bumped them at dinner last night, both Ben and Teg.
This one on a line to right, and Summerhill's got ACC. Sophomore from Chicago rolls one up the middle. Diving stab by White, and the flip to get him. Monroe scores to get Louisville on the board, but Mason White prevented even more for Louisville.
Well, I don't know if we've seen a better play than this yet at the College World Series. 155 stolen bases on the year. They love to run.
And Maddox Mikalakis puts it away. That freezes Aaron Walton, who thought it was ball 4.
A lot of ways was his freshman year from the experience standpoint. Faced the minimum in the second inning, and how about this? Back-to-back strikeout.
Cleaned up man, the catcher for Arizona.
Breaking ball, almost like a slurve.
Eberle's 1-2. Just down, and Eberle wanted it. Veteran catcher. Pulled. Well struck by Guzman. Rose is back, and it is gone! Guzman goes deep and adds to the Arizona lead.
Boy, how big was that call now that wasn't made at home plate by the home plate umpire, Clint Fagan. Didn't get the call on the breaking ball, comes back with a fastball. You talk about on time right there. Guzman.
A strikeout from Ethan Eberle.
Sub-2 ERA, so he's actually gotten stronger.
Kamayu Neighbors smokes a single into center. Alisea pulls back, hits it at Mason White, flips, Caulfield turns, not in time. Alisea runs well and stays out at 2. Game through its 2 games so far. Aaron Walton's got room. Runner goes, the pitch is strike, Guzman's throw, not in time. What a slide from Alex Alisea.
That almost looked like the little swim move right there.
3-2. Klein on the line, left center field. This one falling fast. Diving catch in left by Easton Breyfogle. Bouncing ball, Eberle gloves, and he retires Caulfield.
You know, Dave Van Horn and what he's done. Vitalo over at Tennessee.
This is pulled on a line into left by Tommy Splain. His life. Gets a strikeout here for out number 2.
Look at the numbers on the year. Outstanding. Making his 27th appearance, all out of the bullpen.
2-2. Spotted for strike 3 called.
Second and third time through, that is big.
Over toward foul ground, and another nice catch. fire me up.
On the bucket, they go, man, I don't want to take a chance on the inside part of the play because I could give out a free pass. 2 starts have been quality starts.
Ooh, just missed. He thought he had it. Swing and a miss. Bailey beats Davis in a freshman showdown.
But there are guys out there that'll cruise along.
That hit Zion Rose. The 1-1. Toward the gap to put it away. And how cool is this? All of them on the diamond last year.
Really cool. You know, I kind of dream about this moment a lot. You're at the College World Series watching the little guy play.
Him growing up playing baseball.
All he wanted to do is hit.
He is still hitting. These are memories that all 3 of those will take the rest of their lives.
At Arizona. He goes to the backside here into left at Zion Rose.
Solo cup.
Top of the zone, 90 with the heater from Wyatt Danielevich. Hot shot, caroms away from Tommy Splain off the ricochet. The throw is not in time. Gets the bunt down third base side. Mikalakis can't get rid of it. So it's a bunt single for Alex Alisea. Is 1-2. Back to it for a strikeout of Moore.
To the College World Series in the big moment, arguably the biggest home run in College World Series history.
1-1. 3-1. And Smith Bailey's out of trouble.
But it's only been 4 days ago.
That's a 4-pitch walk, and Mikalakis is on for Arizona. Second baseman had an RBI single earlier. Runner goes. Great jump. The throw is not in time. Maddox Mikalakis has a stolen base.
That was a nice play by Neighbors.
He said, what stood out when you first met him, first impressions?
Began the year for the Cardinals in the bullpen, and he was really good. Picked up 4 saves. Recently went into that rotation
by a pitch. And he bunts and pops it up at Bivin. 1 pitch, 1 out on Kane for Bivin. Zion Rose is there. Mikalakis tags. Rose's throw is a dart. Double play, inning over. That's at least part of the messaging. First pitch swinging, Eddie King Jr., the senior, rolls out to Mason White. Just upstairs, and it's ball 4 of the last 8 teams. Rose rolls it to short at Mason White. Caulfield's turn is in time. Bouncer right side, and Tank Davis. He's out. Made the catch out there. He's going to be a celeb now. Brendan Summerhill rolls out representation there. Aaron Walton this season. On the ground sharply past Alex Alisea.
What's made you most proud of Mason this season?
The way that he battles, the way that he never gives up and this team never gives up.
Dribbler to first and Tank Davis, who retires Mason White. The perfect crossroads indeed. Any idea?
Just in college, I was mostly.
This is lined down the line by Garrett Pike into the corner. Takes a big turn, and Garrett Pike's got a leadoff double to begin the bottom of the 7th. First elimination game in Omaha for 2 proud programs that got back here this year.
5 pitches on Friday, so he is clearly good to go.
Hey, Neighbors gets it down. It's a good one. Bailey flips and safe at first. 2 on for Louisville.
This play is under review.
My Neighbors in that 9-hole right there. Tried to bunt the first time, and boy, he got it down, and he got it down in the perfect spot. And Smith Bailey tries to go get this ball, but there's a little bit of a hesitation because he's got to throw over the top.
This place is confirmed safe at first base.
All those appearances come out of the bullpen. 44 2/3. He can strike you out. 49 of those.
Alisea floated behind third, foul ground. Maddox Mikalakis runs it down. Neighbors tags from first, and the throw's not in time. How about that from Kamayu Neighbors? And now it's 2nd and 3rd. 3. Should be deep enough. Garrett Pike tags and scores, and it's a 1-run ball game.
And they build this banana tower. They have banana necklaces, and it all comes from their senior Clark Candiotti.
Bouncer over the mound towards short. Mason White throws out Klein. The 2-2 is floated to left. Rose was deep. He's got great speed. He would have been drafted a lot higher.
A lot higher.
Swing and a miss. 95 up the ladder from Tucker Bivin in a 3rd for the weekend. No man's land out into right, and Davis nearly made a fabulous catch. but it drops down for Caulfield, who dunks in a 2-out single.
As a baseball player, you can't have any scar tissue, right? You got to be able to flush what happened the previous day, push it behind you, lace them back up the next day, and go.
2-2. Line drive center field, base hit, Andrew Kane. 2 strike, 2-out single, 2 aboard. Then in game 2 of the Super. And he rolls this one to Alex Alicea at short. He throws on the run. Can we talk about this guy's speed here?
That's
look
pretty
at the
good
effort.
right there. Nice form, too.
Really good form. That's like Masataka Yoshida form. Unscored back in the second. He rolls this one to short. Mason White bobbles, slings wide, and Louisville's got the leadoff man aboard. You saw how important it is. You want to win the national championship to start not just with 1 win, but with 2. With a 1-2. King lines it past White into center field, a base hit. And arrived as a guy who could catch as well. He has set a program single season record with 14 saves. This one poked in the air. Shallow right center. Summerhill dives and can't get there. They're loaded for Louisville.
Perfect role model to live after and a perfect role model to set for Mickey. So I love you very much. Happy Father's Day.
All ACC, Zion Rose. First pitch swinging, flared into right, and that ball is fair. Monroe scores. King right behind him. Louisville leads.
The last 2 balls put in play, not hit very hard, but hit in the perfect spot. Little cutter right here.
First pitch to Pike. Runner goes from first, and they'll concede second to Zion Rose. Pluta's 1-0. On the ground to second. Caulfield comes to the plate. They run Davis back toward third. Tag applied by Pluta. Roped into right field by Neighbors. Stop sign for Rose. He runs through it. The throw is cut, and Louisville adds on.
How about you, Kamaya Neighbors, huh? Sitting in that 9-hole for Louisville.
All national championship showdown between them, who won it all in 2016, and Oregon State. The lead's 2. Alex Alicea takes, and now he will run the man back to third. Pike gets hung up. Pluta applies the tag, but dropped the baseball. 6-3 Cardinals. Tucker Biven moved into the weekend rotation the last couple of weekends of the regular season, and they figured it out here in the NCAA tournament. What do you expect tonight in this one?
Man, I tell you what, Coastal has been so. They just don't know how to lose right now.
Infield is in. Alicea bunts back to the mound, and a run scores. Winner faces whoever loses tonight between Coastal Carolina and Oregon State. Lucas Moore past the mound. Mason White had a hop go off his midsection.
Look, he's going right now. Look,
he just takes off right in the face of Tony Pluta. And the team ERA is way better when he is starting behind the plate. 2-2. Base hit. Matt Klein in the left. Moore to the plate. Klein is thrown out at second. Top 9 here in Omaha. Breyfogle to begin series for Tony Pluta. Bouncer from Breyfogle. Davis spins, fires off the mid of Biven. Matt Klein over toward the railing, makes the catch. Pluta forced to
1 win at high leverage situations for you, and it's time to step them up.
pull side single in the left for Aaron Walton. White strikes out, and there's 2 away. 3.91 GPA. 2-1. And a Cards comeback complete.
What a game.
How gratifying is this journey?
I just thank God, my family. It's an honor. It really is. Just to be